Few names in the automotive world carry the kind of respect that the Land Cruiser does. It's not just a vehicle, it's a legend. For decades, it's been that gunny-wear, don't-y-thing SUV that families, adventurers, and even militaries have trusted. And now, with the 2026 Toyota Land Cruiser on the horizon, Toyota is bringing back that heritage with a fresh, modern twist that has fans buzzing. At first glance, the design immediately grabs your attention. It's rugged, but not over the top. Toyota has struck this perfect balance where it looks tough enough to take on the desert, but sleek enough to pull up at a fancy restaurant. The squared-off body, bold front grille, and those classic Land Cruiser proportions all scream durability. But look closer, and you'll see the modern touch's slim LED headlights, sharper lines, and an overall stance that feels more athletic than bulky. It feels like Toyota paid homage to its roots while making sure the Land Cruiser looks right at home in 2026. Of course, the big story is under the hood. For years, Land Cruisers have been known for their big, thirsty V8 South, but times are changing. Toyota is moving toward hybrid power, and the 2026 model comes with a hybrid setup that combines a turbocharged four-cylinder engine with electric assistance. Now, some purists might be skeptical, but here's the thing. This isn't just about saving fuel. The hybrid actually boosts torque, which means more pulling power for towing and better grunt when you're crawling over rocks or sand dunes. Plus, it makes the Land Cruiser cleaner and more efficient, which is important if Toyota wants this SUV to keep thriving in markets around the world. But don't worry, just because it's hybrid doesn't mean it's gone soft. Off-road capability has always been the heart of the Land Cruiser, and Toyota knows it. The 2026 version comes loaded with features that make it a serious trail machine. We're talking about full-time four-wheel drive, locking differentials, crawl control, and multiple terrain modes that let you tackle mud, snow, sand, and rock with confidence. The suspension has been reworked for more comfort without sacrificing toughness. The ground clearance is still generous enough to handle the wild stuff. Basically, if you point this thing toward the mountains, it's going to get you there and back, no questions asked. Step inside, and you'll see just how far the Land Cruiser has come. The older models were famously simple, tough plastics, not much in the way of luxury. But the 2026 interior feels like a proper modern SUV. You get a large, high-resolution touchscreen with Toyota's latest infotainment system. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, premium audio, and a digital driver's display that puts all the important info right in front of you. At the same time, Toyota hasn't overcomplicated things. The buttons and knobs are still chunky and easy to use, even if you're wearing gloves. It's the kind of cabin that feels both high-tech and practical, which is exactly what Land Cruiser owners want. Space is another highlight. The new model offers plenty of room for families, with comfortable seating in both rows and an optional third row if you need it. The materials are a big step up too, with soft touch surfaces, leather options, and trim that feels premium without being flashy. It's still a tough SUV, but now it has the comfort to match its legendary capability. Now, let's talk price. Toyota hasn't made the Land Cruiser cheap, and honestly, it never has been. The 2026 model is expected to start somewhere around the mid-$50,000 to $60,000 range, depending on the market and trim level. That positions it as a premium SUV, but not completely out of reach. And when you factor in the reliability, the off-road ability, and the fact that these things tend to hold their value like gold, it starts to make a lot of sense. It's one of those vehicles where you feel like you're buying into a piece of history as much as a brand new SUV, comparing it to past models. The 2026 Land Cruiser feels like Toyota has listened to fans. Some people were disappointed when the last generation disappeared from certain markets, but now it's back with a bang. It's lighter, more efficient, and more refined. Yet it still carries that same unstoppable DNA. Old-school fans will appreciate the rugged design cues, while new buyers will love the technology and hybrid power. It's basically the best of both worlds. And honestly, that's what makes this Land Cruiser so exciting. Toyota could have easily gone full luxury SUV and watered down the toughness, or kept it old school and risked feeling outdated. Instead, they've managed to bridge the gap. This is a vehicle that can take your family on a cross-country road trip in comfort, then tackle a mountain trail the very next day without breaking a sweat. So, the 2026 Land Cruiser isn't just another SUV release, it's the return of a legend, refreshed for a new generation. If you're someone who values reliability, adventure, and a bit of history in your driveway, this is one SUV you're going to want to keep an eye on. Toyota has given us something that feels both familiar and brand new, and that's a rare thing in today's automotive world. What do you guys think? Is the hybrid Land Cruiser the right move, or do you miss the big V8 days? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you're as excited about this as I am, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more car news and reviews. The Land Cruiser is back, and honestly, I couldn't be happier. Do you want me to also break this script down into 20 short prompts for making reels, shorts, like you asked for the other Land Cruiser script?